Hello everybody, Indigo Priestess here. So I thought I'll make this video. How do you know if you are receiving a message from an ancient god or from your own darkest ego? Okay, yeah. So I just felt it was something that I had to do, and it's very much guided by the ancient gods, Leviathan and Lucifer. Um, yeah, all guiding me right now, and I just thought, let me give this message to you all. Many people out there, and I'm talking about those that have been on the path for a minimum of 2 years at least, and have a close relationship with certain entities on the path. Many people out there have asked me, Indigo Priestess, how do I know if the message that I'm receiving is from the ancient god, or if it is from my ego, or a lot of them would say from my insanity. The truth is that you will know it is from an ancient god because the message might not sit right with you. Okay, so you know a message is from an ancient god when it doesn't sit right with your human mind. The next one that you will um, yeah, reason and a way that you would know that a message or a voice is from an ancient god is purely because the message will not leave you with complete fear. So the difference between your ego, a message from your ego, and a message from an ancient god is simply the ego will leave you with fear, and you will think, oh my gosh, is this from the ancient god? Is this horrible thing going to happen to me? That is not the ancient god, that is your ego. The ancient god would give you a message that would be, it will not have fear attached to it. It will not sit right with you. It will not make sense to you. So it's really important that you write down the messages, but at the same time, you feel that there is a message within that message. That is how we as human beings would process it. Um, that would be the real message. So I'm trying really hard to explain how I differentiate between an ancient god's message and a message coming straight from my ego. Okay, so basically, um, the other reason and the other method that you will know that it is from an ancient god, um, is simply that you would feel insane. You question yourself, like, how can I think this? This doesn't sit right with me. This will People will think I'm crazy. This is so far-fetched. It's too good to be true. Who am I to receive messages like that? That is when you know it is from an ancient god. Okay, so I'm trying to round it up here now for you guys. So the difference between your ego and a message from an ancient god. Number one, an ancient god's message will not leave you with complete fear. Number two, it will sound too good to be true, and you will start to question on how can I be this special that the ancients would even want to talk to me. And number three, if there even is a number three, because I'm all over the place with the messages that I'm receiving, is simply, if it sounds insane, that is a message from the ancients. So I'm trying to explain it to you guys from a medium's point of view, from how I receive messages and how I differentiate. And of course, there is a number four. Ancients will give you emotions. They know that emotions can basically interpret everything that words cannot. And if you are skilled enough, the only time I'm really good with explaining, um, what an ancient god would desire, and explain it even better, is actually when they give me the emotion. They will let me know that this is the emotion that I need to interpret as the medium, to the individual seeking the help, or to those who need to get a message. And that is how I know the difference, between the ancient gods and my ego. The ancient gods will give you emotions. It will be far-fetched. A lot of the times it would be audible, okay? Sometimes you will just hear them. And who likes to do that a lot is Leviathan, Belial, and Lucifer. So they will speak outright to you and not always use the other methods that I've mentioned. I will cover this a lot more in detail because there's also a lot of science to it that could also help you guys explain it. So I'm going to make this video part 1, and I would actually, you know, write it out in point form at a later stage to everybody else, because there are so much other methods used, but this is the foundation, okay, on how you can figure out the difference and when it is an ancient god trying to give you a message. So there would be no fear attached to it. You wouldn't feel petrified if you received a message from them. It would be far-fetched as fuck. So it might not make sense to your human mind. That's how you would know as well. You will get emotions that you have to interpret into words. That is another method. And obviously there are so many other methods, but I felt that methods had to be mentioned. So it's really important that you start believing in yourself and stop doubting yourself. I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Like, subscribe.